What is up, you guys? Coming back with another quick little video, and this is the video that I've been waiting to make for quite some time now. Apologize, I'm actually shaking a little bit because I'm so excited to show these off finally. As the title suggests, and as you can see on the box, these are the Common Projects Spring Summer 15 Chelsea boots that I've been waiting for about 2.5 months since I made my initial order, and about a year and a half, I'd say, since the teaser kind of came out for the spring summer lineup. So before we get into it, I need to make a quick little shout out. The Business Fashion is the retailer that kind of sold me these, and I found out about them through Instagram. And as much as I was a skeptic about their service through, their kind of sometimes shady means of communication via Instagram only, they were very kind when it came to lowering kind of the value of this for customs and stuff. So, and they also included a 15% off coupon right there. So I don't know if I'll be making a returning purchase from them, but I definitely give them a lot of respect for getting this out and for including that. So let's get right into it. So with all Common Projects, you're immediately greeted by this dust bag. Just says Common Projects on it. It's made from some polyester material. Nothing really special here. Common Projects on the tissues. And here we are. Bigger than life. The Chelsea boot in the tan suede. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the iPad is making it a little bit difficult to hold and show these off, but God, they're so beautiful. I got a size 45. I'll talk about sizing in just a second, and I'll show you how they look on feet. But for now, just like the gray ones, really nice suede. Incredibly nice suede. In fact, mine actually has a little bit of texture on it, which I really like. I'm not a big fan of just like overly simple suede. I like it to be a little bit rougher. The elastic is tonal, unlike the gray ones, which have a black elastic. But the pull tabs are still white. You have two of them on the front and the back. Crepe sole right here, as you can see, stitched in. Incredible construction. Enough talking about it. Let's just put them on and talk about how they fit. Alright, so this officially marks the most ghetto way to make a YouTube video. We're in my guest room of my house, so you're getting a nice little tour of the house. This is the only place that I know that we have like a full body mirror. So I really just want to show off, like, in addition to the fit, I'm just literally holding an iPad, looking in the mirror, by the way. These are my light wash acnes that you guys have seen quite a bit of, so you can kind of get a sense of how they fit on me. But in addition, this is so they fit with the Chelseas. I chose to, basically pull them over the entire boot rather than stacking them, and I'll tell you why. We'll get right back into like a close-up of the shoe, but I wanted to show you guys how they look on me. Like you guys know, I'm a size 12, and that equates to about a size 45. And Common Projects are known for running big, but I'll talk about sizing when we get back to the other shot. But I just wanted to show how they kind of look on feet. In addition, the shape of the toe box, which I highlighted in my last video, the gray one, how it's very pointy actually. So it's a very sophisticated silhouette, pardon me. And yeah, so let's get right back to the table because I'm sick of this awkward angle. All right, so we're back here at the table, and here we got the Common Projects boot kind of off frame, and this second boot is just a dark brown Chelsea boot that I have had for quite a bit of time. It's kind of been my beater. I picked it up rather inexpensively, but I still love it to death. So I just want to talk about a couple of the differences and as well as some sizing. So, like I said, I am a size 12 in just about every sort of shoe you can get, and that equates to a size 45 in Common Projects. And however, the advice for Common Projects is to size down a size. So for example, a 45 would get a 44 in the Common Projects. And I want to make a note that when I say in Common Projects, the typical benchmark is the Achilles low, which is kind of like the white shoe that everyone knows Common Projects makes. So that's kind of the universal sizing standard. So typically size down 1. However, because I have wider feet, I typically like to go true to size, because even if it fits even if the Common Projects mold for the shoe is larger than true to size, it's narrower. So for example, in an Achilles, while most people would recommend going down to a size 44, and good for them, I can't fit a 44 just because my foot is too wide. Maybe after it's broken in after a couple of months, but I definitely cannot wear it. So similarly, so basically I'm a 45 in Common Projects Achilles. I've had like 4 pairs before, and they've all been 45s with just a little bit of give, which is okay. I'd rather have my shoes be a little bit too big than too small. So I went in a size 45 for this. As you guys can tell, the size is right there, in addition to the factory and the color code. I don't know which one's which exactly, but I'm sure there's other videos on that. So yeah, that being said, it fits. It looks like gigantic. Like in hand, it looks absolutely gigantic, and I wasn't expecting my foot to fit so snugly, but it does. It's incredibly comfortable, and that's in part because of this super soft crepe sole, and also because the interior, like I showed in my last video, is lined in super subtle leather. So there's that. Ooh, spooky ghost. The door just closed. That being said, there's some very interesting features about the Common Project silhouette that I think are very much worth mentioning for anyone that's interested in purchasing one, especially compared to, let's say, a regular Chelsea boot like this. So first off, it's the height of the actual shoe. Like, I'm trying my best to even them up, but there's still like a solid maybe like 1.5 inches of room up here to where a typical Chelsea boot might end. So in that can influence the silhouette of, you know, how your jeans stack, for example, quite drastically. In addition, this opening right here, again, in comparison, is really long on the Common Projects, as you can see. The regular Chelsea boot, it's still, you know, long, but again, there's still like this much of a space right here that's absent right here. And as a result, it really kind of gives your, you know, if you're pulling your jeans over like I did, it really stretches them out to this length, giving it your leg kind of a wider appearance, which some people might not like, but it seems not to be too big a problem for many folks. Just something that I really noticed. But yeah, also, in addition to being very, you know, long, it's actually quite a narrow opening. So thank God that they have 2 pull tabs here, because I did actually have to use both, whereas on this one, partially because it's already been so used, but you know, I can just literally slip my foot into this. So a little bit of that. And again, let's show you the toe shape. These are the same size, so I think it's a fair comparison of the toe box, but you know, this one is a little bit more rounded. As you can tell, I'm trying to get good angle on that, but it's way more rounded, whereas this one's much sharper, especially right here, and I think that's a very much more elegant, sophisticated kind of silhouette than this one, which is a little bit more like everyday. So enough with that. Going back to this, one thing that actually kind of bugs me about these is the thickness of the sole. I was actually looking at pictures online and I was wondering how it would look in person, but this thickness right here is really bugging me. I like it to be, you know, very low, kind of like this one, as you can tell. So I don't know, I might have to take that to like a cobbler or something to see if they can like cut off like maybe a millimeter or 2 or something. So yeah, otherwise the only branding on the shoe is, like I said, the color, size, and factory code, and I'm planning on getting rid of those. You can like brush them off. But yeah, just an extraordinarily beautiful shoe. I'm so happy that I finally have it and can add it to my closet. Yeah, I wish there were more colorways of these coming out, and there are actually, but I wish there were more right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys actually managed to pick one of these up. I know that Barney's in Beverly Hills ended up getting a small little run, as well as probably in New York. So let me know what you guys think. Apologize for the very interesting kind of camera angles today, but it's the best I could do. Yeah, hope you guys are having a great summer. This is probably my last video before I head on off to the East Coast to work. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Peace.